rangi misena la kachi beru lerim kachi sumchina chama toru tiseda tigomi tsanzara in tiseda tisuni tenlu rangi laba chuse kholore gopdi kanyawa kelche di beule pise lebeka zonam ja chichi zamling gyakab leshachi na tarchap joyi mi titan semi chuse kholotsu du gyakab nale nanden bediye mi Disugi gongche nildam jibjangap chile gotsukdi tongta kechinga simge panabe yeble rara sose ombabda tindi jicho chobe yise shuni jiba chembachin timpu thomgi bulu chuse kholoka shenle thandi dumda chi thomdi dekhoja sa ho chembachin lamgi talu kelwang dingchim yo tholo yise shuni
喂阿妹妹说喂拿一妹说
Kuzazampula and welcome to Do You Know Your Child Season 4. I'm your host Cho. Many people's way of life is changing significantly as the country moves towards modernization. Traditionally, elderly ones are believed to pass down most of the essential values to their children through face-to-face communication or interaction. However, the role of elderly parents in providing good moral values is found to be disappearing over time. The daily lack of communication between parents and children is one of the contributing factors of weak family relationship. We have a capability to solve any kind of family-related problems. All we need is the willingness to adopt strategies to resolve the problems. In our last show, our participants made some commitments. Let's see how well they're keeping up.
On this show, I promised to improve my handwriting. So I practice every day.
On the show, I have committed that I would spend more time with my children, and I will to help them read books and write handwritings.
Children from working parents tend to learn most of their things from television since they are kept with their nannies or babysitters at home. Everything a child learns from television may not be of good value. Therefore, they're deprived of learning good values from their parents. Parents should be aware of fading rich culture values in the society. Family plays a very important role in making children understand about traditional morals and ethics. In order to build strong and supportive family, spending quality time with children is important. Let's welcome our first participant and ask his son later the same questions and tally their answers.
Hi everybody, my name is Jamtsho. I'm 10 years old. I study in Gurudang Middle Secondary School and I am in the class 5B. I'm coming to the show with my father Sonam Tashi, and I am coming to test my father whether he knows about me or not.
Welcome to Do You Know Your Child. First introduce yourself, please.
My name is Sonam Tashi. I'm from Shemgang, Kingbuli. Right now I work in Pune Sangshu Phase 2 and I'm staying at Kurutang.
Let's talk about your family. Who is in there?
Right now with me I have my wife, my daughter, son and myself. Only we four.
Okay, so
and
2 children?
2 children. And with us there is one dependent, my sister daughter. She's studying in Ugin Academy.
So you have your niece, right?
Yes.
Okay. We've interviewed 4 people from Punakha so far. Everybody has 2 kids. Is that a rule in Punakha, like an unspoken rule? Why do you only have 2 kids?
Actually, I plan to have only 2, no? Because as for our standard right now, I think 2 child is enough to give better education.
That's true, Imbela. Why did you not settle with 1 then? Why not just 1 child? Then you can give your best to him. Why do you think you've gone for 2?
1, if we have 1, it is risky also.
How old is the eldest?
Eldest 13 plus.
13, okay, all right. And you've come here with your youngest
Youngest,
child,
yes, la.
only son. Let's talk about him. What kind of a boy is he? Let's describe him.
Yes, la. To be frank, one good character he have is that whether he can do it or no, he is such a person that he always want to come front and
Oh, that's
do it, la. Yes,
really
la.
good. La. That's a very important character trait, I think, because only when you do things, then you will learn whether you're good in it or not. But you have a son who likes to try out for
Yes,
things.
la.
He volunteers to do
Volunteer,
things.
la.
I see. That's really good. And do you get a lot of time to spend with your family?
not that much like other la, because when we work in project, no, sometimes we have to come late in the evening also. Sometimes we have to assist with the visitor and like that. Not that most of the time we come late at night. La.
I see. And what about your wife? Does your wife work?
No, la. She.
So at least there's a full-time parent at
Yes,
home while
yes,
you're
madam.
gone.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you ever feel the need to make up time for your family? Because you are, like you said, you are working a lot of the hours. Do you ever feel like, I'm not doing enough for my family, I'm not spending enough time with my family? Do you ever feel like that, La? And when you do, what do you do, La?
Yes, la. Actually, I don't think la, because whenever I get time, I never used to roam like other, no. La. I used to stay at home. Then I spend my time with my child. Always.
I see, okay. I'm going to go ahead and explain to you the rules of the show. I have 10 questions with me. I'm going to ask these 10 questions to you first. Then we'll invite your son here and I'll ask these 10 questions to him. We'll tally the answers and we'll come up with a score for you. Okay, La?
Thank you.
Are you ready?
Yes, la.
Okay. Are you nervous, La?
No, la.
No. How do you think you'll do, La? Before I even ask the questions, I want to know, how do you feel about the questions that I have here?
I think I can answer. La.
Okay, all right, very confident. Well then, here is your first question. What is your son's favorite book?
His favorite book is King Lion. La.
Ki-
He used to read King Lion book la,
Okay.
most of the time.
All right. Question number 2. What is your son's roll number in his class?
I think his roll number is 3 la,
Why do you think it's 3?
because alphabet wise, when we come alphabet wise, no, la, there is 2 who comes before him. La.
Oh, you know that.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you know his roll number for sure.
I think, not sure, la, I think
You think.
Yes,
Okay, all right.
3.
Okay. If you could have a pet, if you told your son, you know what, let's have a pet, which animal would he go for?
I think he will go for dog la,
A dog, okay.
because he insists to have one pet, but mother is not
Yeah,
willing to keep la.
I see. Next question. What is your son's favorite food? What would he like to eat?
Broccoli curry most of the time.
Oh, okay.
He insists his mother to prepare most of the time broccoli curry.
Oh, that's a very healthy food. That's good. Number 5. What are some of your son's hobbies?
He used to play most of the time PS2.
Okay, all right. PlayStation 2,
Yes,
right? Does he enjoy reading, maybe watching TV?
Yes, la, madam.
So
He most of the time, if there is new book, he used to read. La.
read.
Yes.
So he reads, he
Watch TV also.
watches TV.
Most of the time, he used to watch in TV also that wrestling channel.
Oh, okay, all right. Are you okay with him watching wrestling?
No, la, I always advise him not to watch this wrestling la,
I see.
because that is very risky to the child, because
Yeah.
what we see in the show is all acting, no? La,
Yes, la.
which our child cannot do in reality. La.
Yes.
Then I always insist him to
Yeah.
avoid watching
I
wrestling
see.
also.
Less, okay. Question number 6. How many hours of TV does your son get in a day?
Maximum 1.5 hour.
Okay, all right. Question number 7. Your son, does he help at home doing household chores?
Sometime, la, I don't know, sometime suddenly he used to say that Dad and Mom, today I am going to clean all the house. He used to say like that, and he used to arrange everything sometime.
Oh, so he
That
is capable of doing
yeah.
it. Okay.
But he do only sometime.
Sometimes, whenever he feels
Feel,
like
yeah.
it. Okay, all right. Next question. How many children are there in his class?
I think 32 to 34.
32 to 34. All right. Who normally goes for all the parent-teacher meetings? Is it you or your wife?
My wife.
I see. And that's completely understandable because you have a very busy working hour.
Yes.
And
She's
yeah. So, and she's available, which is good. But at least one of the parent is involved, so which is, I think, still good.
Yes.
We'll go to our next question. Who is your child's desk partner?
Most of the time he sits with his friend Tashi.
Tashi. Okay.
Yes.
Let's go to a final question. Do you think your son would know the name of our Gyalse?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, you've answered all the 10 questions. We will now have your son answer these questions for us, okay?
Thank you.
We have finished talking with the father. Now we have the son with us. All right. So, Galay, right? Is that your name?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Galay, I've asked your dad 10 questions all about you, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to ask these 10 questions to you, okay?
Okay.
But before that, please introduce yourself.
My name is Jamtsho. I am 10 years old. I study in class 5B. I study in the school, Kurthang Middle Secondary School.
Okay. How long have you studied in Kurthang Middle Secondary School?
I have studied in Kurthang Middle Secondary School for 5 years.
5 years. Okay, wow. Tell me what one thing about Kurthang Middle Secondary School that you love?
Teachers.
Oh, you love the teachers there. That's really good. It's really helpful to love your teachers because you spend a lot of your time with them, right?
Yes.
Tell me about your favorite subject.
My favorite subject is social studies and science
And why do you like them?
because we get to learn about the past.
Okay, the past discoveries made by scientists and all. Okay. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a pilot.
A pilot. Okay, wow. And do you want to be a pilot in Bhutan or do you want to fly around the world?
I want to be the pilot in Bhutan
Ooh, why?
because because we are serving the people of Bhutan.
Whoa. Such smart answers from such a young boy. That's really good. That's really good. Because I made the other option tempting by saying you get to travel around the world. Yet you weren't tempted enough. You said you will be a pilot in Bhutan. And I think Bhutan will be very lucky to have smart and really patriotic pilot like you. And do you want to fly Drug Air or the other Bhutan Airlines?
Bhutan Airlines.
Why Bhutan Airlines?
Because Bhutan Airlines fly far than Druk Air.
Oh, you think? Okay, all right. Well, all right, maybe in future. All right. Okay, Galay, are you ready for the questions?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, before I ask you the 10 questions that are in here, I want to ask you one more question, okay? Why did you decide to come to Do You Know Your Child?
Because I want to check my father if he knows about me.
Okay, this is the time to test your father, okay? So let's test your father together. Galay, your first question. What is your favorite book?
My favorite book is The Lion King.
The Lion King. Question number 2. Roll number in class.
My roll number is 4.
4. If your dad says, Galay, let's have a pet, which animal would you have as a pet?
Dog.
Why a dog?
Because dog guards our house.
Okay, all right. Number 4. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food is French fries.
Okay. What about vegetables? Which
Broccoli.
Broccoli. Okay, all right. Number 5. What are some of your hobbies?
I like to play my PlayStation.
Okay. Anything else you like to do?
I like to read storybooks.
Next question. How many hours of TV do you get to watch in a day?
About 1 hour.
About an hour. Okay. Let's talk about helping at home. How do you help at home?
By sometimes cleaning the home.
Okay, how do you, I mean, what kind of cleaning are you talking about? Do you know how to sweep the floor?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Let's go to our next question, which is, how many children are there in your class?
37.
37. Next question, who is your desk partner?
Chimyangmo.
Okay. Have you ever sat next to a person called Tashi?
Tashinago. Yes.
Yes. I heard your seating arrangement keeps changing. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's go to question number 10. What is the name of our Gelse?
Gelse Jigminamgel Ongchu.
Excellent. All right, that is correct. We have finished, and you have finished answering all the 10 questions. We will now take a look at your upper score, okay? What is your son's favorite book?
King Lion.
My favorite book is The Lion King.
What is your son's roll number in his class?
I think his roll number is 3 lah.
4. If you could have a pet, if you told your son, you know what, let's have a pet, which animal would he go for?
I think he will go for dog lah.
Dog.
What is your son's favorite food?
Broccoli curry most of the time.
Broccoli. What are some of your son's hobbies?
Most of the time PS2.
PlayStation.
How many hours of TV does your son get in a day?
Maximum 1.5 hours.
Okay.
About 1 hour.
Your son, does he help at home doing household chores?
Sometime lah.
By sometimes cleaning the home.
How many children are there in his class?
I think 32 to 34 lah.
37.
Who is your child's desk partner?
His friend Tashi lah.
Chimyangmo.
Do you think your son would know the name of our Gelse?
Yes lah.
Gelse Jigminamgel Ongchu.
I have your upper score with me. Let's take a look at the questions your upper wasn't able to answer correctly, okay? The first one was roll number. Very close, right? Your upper said 3, but your roll number is 4. But now this is a new information for your dad. He knows your roll number. The second question that your upper wasn't able to answer correctly was, how many children in your class? He said 32 to 34, but you have 37 in your class, right? Okay, so that brings the score to 8 out of 10. And it is an excellent score. Are you happy with your upper score?
Yes.
Yes, 8 out of 10 is good, right? What do you think? Are you happy with your score?
Happy lah, I'm happy.
Okay. Yes, I think it's more than enough. I picked some random 10 questions and you were able to do excellent in all those questions. So congratulations to both of you. We will now go on to our next segment, which is the commitment. As a father, what do you think you can do? One thing that you can improve in?
As a father, to make him good, I will insist always him to read more book.
Okay, but how, so you will insist him to read more book, maybe help him also read
Yes.
together. Okay, that's a good commitment. So Appa wants you to be a better reader. And you can always improve. I know you enjoy reading already, but you can always do better, right? Okay. So your Appa says his commitment is that he will insist and encourage and support you in reading. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Now for you, Galay, I have like I told you, 3 commitments given to me by your dad. I want you to pick one. Read more books. Okay, so this just works perfectly. It's like fits in like a puzzle. Your Appa says he will help you and encourage you to read, and your commitment is to read more books. So it works perfectly well, Imbe?
Yes.
So do you think you can read more?
Yes.
And not just textbooks. I'm not talking about classwork and homework and textbooks. Maybe reading about pilots, maybe reading about planes, okay? You like those things,
Yes.
right? And you can read about other science books, not just the textbooks, okay?
Okay.
So can you do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's go on with our next segment, which is with love.
Dear son, I am very blessed to be your dad and you are a blessing in disguise for me. When I saw you for the first time, I never expected you will be the best, but you are in every activity you do. You made me and mom a proud parents. Remember son, you will not only be my son but also a friend to me, and if anything bothers you, feel free to share it to me, and together we will try to get out of the problem. Whenever you feel something is wrong, just keep calm, as I will always be there for you forever. Lastly, be the same and always make us proud. Do your work on time, respect others, and remember, even the world is going to end. I will always be with you, holding your hand tight. Love you, Dad.
Okay, wow. I'm going to take that letter from you. Have you ever written a letter before to your son?
No.
No, this is your first letter, right? Okay. Galay, with both your permission, can I take this letter for 1 minute? Okay. I'm going to do something special with this letter. All right. Galay, why don't you go ahead and read your letter?
Dear Father, you are my best father in the world. You made my life bright and comfortable. You gave me whatever I want and sent me to school to learn. I did not see any father treating their child like you do to me. I will also pray to God that you be my father in the next life too. So lastly, I would like to say that you are my superhero and I will never forget you. With love, your son.
All right, here. Well, we have now come to the last segment, and the last segment is so much fun because we get to give you a lot of gifts. Now, what do you think I have in here?
A watch.
A watch from where?
Titan.
Titan, yes. And Titan is giving this to you for coming on the show and being a good son and being a great participant, okay? So this is all the way from Thimphu, Titan. We have so many things to give you. So the first book that I want to talk to you about is Coming Home by Pema Yudin. She wrote this book when she was only 14 years old, okay? 4 years older than you. So I want you to read this and be inspired by what she has achieved at such a young age, okay?
Okay.
The other two books that I have is by author Tashi Pem, My Friend Tashi, and How Old is Pema? Now you are I'm sure you'll finish this in like 2 minutes, okay? Because you are a good reader and you're 10 years old. But what you can do is you can first read them and you can either collect it and keep it for yourself, or you can share it among your younger friends and siblings and cousins, okay? And these are both autographed by the author. So if I were you, I wouldn't give it to anyone else because this is autographed specially for you, okay? We have the very beloved book by Sange Tenzin. This is also autographed. And this is titled His Majesty Chimi Singye Wangchuk, the King Who Gave Everything. This book is about Fort Dugebo, and you will get to learn a lot of the great many things that our king did for us, okay? We have Chado Wangmo's Abi, Meme and the Monkey. And we have Kile Wangmo and Tring Nobu Yudin's When Little Chichu Learns to Fly. And the final book that I want to talk to you about is by Louise Dorji, The Egg in the Orchard. Okay? So these are all books for you, and in addition to those books, we have a lot of these books from the Ministry of Education. Okay? The final gift that I have for you is this little thing here. Now, like your dad said, he has never written a letter to you, okay, before, right? So this is his first letter, and because it's so precious and dear to you, we have framed this letter for you, and we want you to keep it and just save it, because this is his first ever letter to his son, okay? So I know you're going to take good care of it. You are welcome. Okay, with that, I want to thank both Galay and Galay's Appa for coming to Do You Know a Child. I really appreciate you both making it here. I know it was really difficult for Appa to say yes to you to come to the show, but he made it. He did so well. You are very lucky to have such a father who cooperated with you and agreed to you dragging him here. So thank you both of you.
Thank you.
All right. It takes time and effort to nurture the parent-child relationship. The influence of social media and long working hours can affect the quality of the relationship between parents and their children. Therefore, in order to mend troubled relationships, all we have to do is spend more quality time with your child and do engage in activities or conversation. Come back next week, and if you'd like to be a part of this show, or if you have any suggestions or feedback, please email us at parenting@pbs.pt. Thank you, and bye-bye.
rangi misena la kachi beru lerim kachi sumchina chama toru tiseda thigo mi tsanzara I tiseda thisuni tenlo rangi la ba chuse kholore gopti kanyawa kelche di beule pise lebekha zonam ja chichi jamling gyakab leshichi na tarchap joyi mi titan semi chuse kholochu du gyakab nale nanden bedi abi Disuge gonche nildam jibjangap chile gochukdi tongtha khechinga simge panabe yeble rara sose ombab da tindi jicho chobe yise shuni jiba chembachin timpu thomgi bulu chuse kholoka shenle thandi dumda chi thomdi dekhoja sa ho chembachin lamgi talu kelwang dingchim yo tholo yise shuni
喂，俺那边说喂，哪一边说？俺都买手里喂。